Hey guys, welcome to the Anime Kingdom discussion and review. This one is on episode 20 of Sword Art Online 2. And pretty good episode. A lot of things happened in this one. So the episode starts off with pretty much Asuna with Yuki's, guild, which is like there's 6 of them and they're called the Sleeping Knights. And pretty much what they want to do, because everyone is soon not going to be able to play together, like sometime spring I think they said. So they want to have one last, good memory together, and that memory is to defeat a boss. Just them. And the maximum group party size is 7, which is why Yuki was looking for someone, strong to help them out. And pretty much the reason is because when you beat a boss, your name goes on to this kind of memorial thing in the town of beginnings, and they want their names on it. And usually if you have one party, everyone's name is in it, but if it's like more than one party fighting the boss, then it only puts on the party leaders' names. So they want all of their names to be on there. So that's why they want to beat a boss, just them. To which Asuna does, she decides she isn't going to join them. So after that, Asuna just walking around, and all of a sudden, disconnection happens. And guess what happened? It's the mom. She yanked her out. She pulled out the cord, the power thing, and oh man, another. It's just more showing that the mom is such a bitch. I was seriously wanted to punch her in the face that whole time. Seriously feeling so sorry for Asuna that she has to deal with that. It really just pisses me off with that. And like she even, like Asuna goes out and she's looking at her phone. She starts crying when she sees Kirito's name because she can't stay with him, or that's what the mom doesn't want her to, and she doesn't know what she can do really. After that, it shows Asuna. She's back in the game with the Sleeping Knights, and they're gonna go, you know, look at take a peek at the boss, pretty much. So they go there, fighting, blah blah blah. About to get to the boss door when Asuna uses this spell because she notices something, and it's these 3 guys hiding, like invisible. To which they say they were just waiting for their friends and stuff. And so Asuna and the rest of them just walk past them and go into the boss room. To which they try and fight the boss, just to see his attack patterns and all that kind of stuff, so that they can beat him the next time. And yeah, they lose. Obviously, that's not everyone can have a Kirito moment. At that whole time, that area looked exactly like Gleam Eyes in Sword Art when Kirito fought him. And then I was like, oh my gosh, is this? But I'm guessing just a lot of the boss rooms look, pretty much the same. um, After that, Asuna, when they get out back to the town, Asuna pulls them all to the side and tells them what happened. That those guys were really actually like a scouting group for like this certain guild that they scout out um, the boss's moves and stuff so that they can attack and beat the boss first. And everyone's like, oh, but how would they have been able to do that? The door closed right behind them, right? But Asuna noticed, of course, that there was a lizard on the ground, a familiar that they were using, and they pretty much spied and saw all the attack patterns. And actually, that's also what happened to Yuki and the Sleeping Knights the other 2 times they tried to fight the boss the 2 floors before. And wow, that sucks. That's so messed up that they would that guild would do that. Like, oh, let's let them go and fight and get the attack patterns, and we'll just you know use our familiars. So Asuna then says, it doesn't it's fine because it takes like it around the times like 2:30 I think. It takes time to get their whole group together, so they have like around an hour so they can have their meeting and then go and fight the boss and still have time to try and beat him. To which they get to the boss room and there's a whole bunch of guys. It's not the whole group, so Austin thinks, okay, that we can just go through, but they're not letting them through. They're saying that they have to wait, and they're not letting them through. They have to fight. So pretty much Yuki decides, they're gonna fight, and she fights off one of them about to get beaten, and then pretty much like Yuki says that, you know, sometimes the only way to win is through fighting or something like that. And that's when Asuna you know, she realizes like, oh yeah, even in her real life circumstance, you know, with her mom and stuff, she just lets the mom do whatever. She needs to fight back, pretty much. That's the only way to, you know, get your way through sometimes. And pretty much they're about to all fight, you know, the guild, but the rest of their guild starts to run in from behind, and it's like, oh, there's no way they can handle that. But then Austin is like, you know, Yuki's happy because this is the first time she's seen Asuna smile that big, and Asuna is like, you know, we can fight the next one together. So they're about to fight all of the guys, and all of a sudden, someone in the back of the group we see. Oh my gosh, I got so hyped off this. Who's in the back? He comes running through on the wall and jumps in front of them, and say, "You cannot pass," and it's freaking Kirito. I was like, "That's my boy! That's my boy!" I was like, "Oh man, so hyped for that," because I know Kirito isn't a big part in this arc, but looks like we're gonna have a badass part. Probably him fighting off a bunch of them, and I don't know how he figured out that they were there. I guess it was Yui. Obviously, she's on his shoulder. She probably, I don't know, somehow figured it out. Maybe, I don't know, but pretty dang crazy if I say so myself. And I really cannot wait for next week's episode. We're gonna have that cool fight scene. See if Kirito and Sleeping Knights can fight off those guys, and see if, you know, they're gonna, like, how they're gonna do against the boss. Cause I'm pretty sure, honestly, I don't know if they're gonna, like, the next episode is 21. There's still a couple more episodes. I don't think they're gonna beat the boss yet, you know. So I'm thinking that they're gonna have to fight the next boss, but we're still gonna get a cool fight scene with Kirito and, you know, fighting off the guys, and Asuna and the Sleeping Knights fighting them off too. And yeah, I enjoyed this episode. A lot of crazy things going on. A lot of crazy things thought of. Like, they're gonna. Who would think to fight a boss with just 7 people? You know. I don't know. Except Kirito, he'll beat one by himself. I was waiting for Asuna to say that. I was like, well, Kirito, I knew someone that beat, you know, a whole thing. Oh, that's another thing. Kirito, Asuna asked Yuki how come if she wants someone strong, how come she didn't invite Kirito? And it's pretty much because Kirito found out her secret. So I don't know her secret yet, but that's something else that Kirito knows, and we'll probably figure out later. And as always, guys, this is a discussion as well. So comment below what you guys thought. If you have any questions about the episode from me, comment that below. If there's anything I missed, comment that below as well. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this Anime Kingdom discussion and review. Till next time, guys. See ya.